Hello and welcome. Right, I've had a go at this, and it's not playing ball. Yeah, I thought I'd have a dry run because I did think there's no. What point is there in someone saying, "Oh, I'll help you do something"? If like someone misleads you, and that was my biggest concern. So I had a go, and I'm not going to show it not working because I'm a massive fan of Courseware, but it isn't. It's not working. It just said, yeah, and obviously this is proper silo work. Now it is weird. Now I have seen it working where you've got buckets, and it actually sort of says, like wait for loader, giants unloader in the silos. I know there are some things that do. It said all of that. If you press the del key though, all you get is that. You don't actually get the thing. I should show you what I mean. If you go to create job, and yeah, you can see there is a. If I go silo position, it already knows that. If I go direction silo forwards, that is try. So if I go target position, if I say actually just a little bit further forwards, and I'm going forwards, it really shouldn't be much more simple than that. And then you just literally press start job. But as you can see, it says the target is unreachable, and it says it's unreachable even if it's like right where you are. So do you know something? I think we'll do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to go straight into a time lapse. It is, I mean, it's a massive weight. Look at that weight with all of the weights. I filled the things. It's got 1,800 litres of fluid, which also makes a massive difference. I've got the Weber on. I filled up fuel. I've not got any DEF. I have a good mind also to try the DEF in because the other tank you can get one by Missy B, the same as the one we've already done. I think we did. I sort of showed that when I actually put that one down. But yeah, so I'm chucking stuff outside again. No, it's 900 though. At least I did say that it was 900 tons, and it is 900 tons. So at least we've got that. But it is going up a pace, so it's not going to take an awful long time. So I'm really not worried. I keep seeing it in Courseplay that when I check Courseplay out, it says, "Oh, you could use it," and I'm like, "We'll see." It's a bit, I think, like the Giants. Horse aggravation. Obviously, it was a base game challenge, really, and I did it. And because it was a base game challenge, I had to use the workers, and for the first time ever, I actually got them to take it from one place to another. I've tried that no end. It works best on the maps where the AI splines, the transport splines are okay, it really does. On a map without that, also works better to proper... Yeah, I tried it on one of my own fields when I was going to a silo, and although it says about it understands where it is, it just doesn't go. It's as simple as that. It got confused and just never did it. So, yeah, so I've abandoned that. But I did on a horse aggravation. I did get it to work, which is quite nice. Sometimes when you have got to lean on something, you've got no other choice. You're going to give it a go, and I did. But I never did anything different. So it was just that it wasn't working on. Avon Valley I tried it on, and I did it on camera as well, and it didn't work on there, but it did work on Horse, so that was quite good. But I have yet to have the silo thing. I will have another go, and again, it like a lot of things, it can be the equipment that you use. It might not like the Weber, it might just like weights, or it might want you to have a front loader on with a bucket, is a guess that I'm thinking, because I know I've seen the options when you press the del key, the Courseplay action key on the PC, then it does pull it up when you've got certain things, and it does talk about weight for the unloader. So it's possible that the Weber isn't really compatible with it, but I was determined I was going to come on there. I literally was facing the menu, and I thought I just fancy another go on Neverland. I really do. I want to get this a little bit closer. I'm going to have a go at court over the weekend, I think, or tomorrow night if I feel up to it. I have not reverted to playing Agres or anything like that, but yeah, Agres I also want to have a go, obviously, because I'm not abandoning that, but I did promise that we would go on Agres. So before we do, and again, it's not going to be a monster thing, we're already quite a few in, but I don't really know. I did promise to do that before I did. Hills of Tuscany isn't going anywhere, and I'm going to do that. I am determined, because I really did like that. So I am going to do that no matter what. But yeah, I also promised that I was going to do Agres, so I want to do that because that's a long-standing thing. But that doesn't mean to say I'm not going to do Hills of Tuscany, because I said I will, and I'm going to do it. That's why I felt bad about Agres balconies, because I said I was going to do it. I don't like doing that, otherwise you really make yourself a liar in the end. Yeah, you either do it or you don't do it, and you either say it or you don't say it. In my book, we can make mistakes, and I know if I sort of like begged off, and with a very good reason, I've always had your understanding when something happened. I mean, yeah, the time when we had to drop Ohio Richlands, and I'm trying to think what the European map was. Balkanska was the name of the map that I couldn't think of. I am looking forward actually to us doing the European, the Polish map, as it's saying, although it keeps on going about European. And I think that's, even Giants recognise the fact that the Polish maps aren't that popular. They are. No, I've done them quite a few. Yeah, one that I promised I was going to do an FS19, but I'm trying to think of the name. I've done at least 2 or 3 Polish maps, and they were all mini-series, but I did them. Yeah, I did. They were all 16 or 17 series. But again, they were not unpopular, I've got to be honest. Yeah, a lot of people did watch those ones. In fact, they were quite popular. So, yeah, I'm not ashamed to sort of do a Polish map. And I loved Balkanska, and that was definitely, I don't know if it was Polish, but it certainly was, again, mid-European. And it certainly was a poor map. You could sort of, yeah, the equipment was all battered and bruised and ripped and rendered. I enjoyed that. It was a challenge. So yeah, I threw myself into that wholeheartedly, just as I would any other sort of let's play. And I am really looking forward to Zielonska, if I'm honest. Yeah, it looks. I want to throw myself into. Yeah, into what it is, and also I'm going to do what Mr. CLP did on one of the. I think it was a Russian map. And he literally was using the equipment as best you can. I mean, I know there's going to be bits of, although to be honest, I actually do use a lot of the Eastern European equipment. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I really do. Yeah, my favourite windrower, my starting windrower, I frequently use when I haven't got the money. It is so reasonable, and it is. I'll show you, because again, names are escaping me. It's the back end of the week, and I just, names sometimes come and sometimes go. So it is. I've come to expect it. Yeah, the Rastaman. Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest. I'm a massive fan of the Rastaman equipment, and I mean that is so fantastic. It really is. By Russ Agrote. I think that's the right way to say it. I do love that mod. That is fantastic. I should be reading out the modders' names at all whenever I possibly can. Definitely. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're going to do the White Farm straight after Neverland. We obviously are a goodly way in. I don't know how long that's going to last, but if people were thoroughly enjoying the White Farm, so being as everybody is liked it, I thought, well, I'm going to crack on. That's why I did a few sessions, but then I was struggling, and I thought, if you're going to do the White Farm, just leave the White Farm until we've done Neverlands. And so, yeah, I've seen sense. Because it's lessened things now. I feel a little bit of pressure off my shoulders because Horse Aggravation's finished. Yeah, I've not got an additional map now. We literally are. So the White Farm's parked until we've got. So all I've got is Court Farm, the old farm countryside, the Yarra Valley. I'm quite happy to park that. I think quite a few sessions in 17 or 18, and where I left it was almost like one of those things. I don't mean we won't go back. What I mean is I'm happy to park it where it is. Agres I'm not, because I promised we'd do that properly, and I don't think we've done that properly at all. So that one will be as soon as. I'm trying to think actually. The European. Old Farm Countryside. Yeah, I did another episode on the Old Farm Countryside. I thought, come on, get yourself on there. Let's get. I did promise a long time ago that I'd at least do one session a week, and that's something I've not managed to do for the last couple of weeks. So this time I thought, I can do it. I've done a Court Farm. I've done quite a few Neverlands. I really have. I do love coming on it, and it's massive. I don't know. It's really weird. It's not about the size. I'm a little bit upset with the obviously, because we'd all seen the fact that I did do all of the fields. I literally herbicided them all, and it was doing everything that it should have done. It really was. Now we must be. We're not nearly done. We're actually done. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's lift. No, that was lifted. Right, smashing. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That is a beast. That is the king of. I mean, yeah, it's actually when you look at that, that is. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to bash into it. A total 32 tons versus this is going to be lighter. I know it is. Yeah, 15 tons. It's half the weight. And it's, I mean, yeah, I've got to be honest. I'm not a massive fan of these. I've tried them. Always think, I know the bigger the weight, the obviously the better it is inside the silo, and it is true. That is definitely true. But this is a monster. It really is. I do love, yeah, how good this has been. Right. Anyway, let's stick those back to against here. It's not like no, well, it's no wait. It's better than putting it where it was. Let's put it that way. Right. Yeah, we even added the Reutering's on as well, just to add a. Yeah, I do like this. It is a good compressor. It really is. Not the best. My favourite is the tyre thing, but I'd imagine that weight by Mac Trucker is, yeah, that is something I'd like to do, and that is a let's play where I can try to do as many things from Mac Trucker. But again, it's going to need a bit of engineering. It's going to need a new farmer start plus then a bit of engineering. Right, so we've done that. Well, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, we wanted to do the yeah, and I think we've got the liming thing on, liming paraphernalia. So we need to get rid of that and stick the other one on. I think it is over here somewhere. Ah, it is. I was right, actually. I have exactly got the liming thing on, and we just need to let go of that. Yeah, I was less than pleased with that. That's the one thing I'm going to say about it. Yeah, I'm not, having tried it and it being as wasteful as it is, I'm really not bothered if I do that again, which is, it's a bit of a shame, that is, really, because it's not cheap, but its rate is terrible. And I mean, there's no, yeah, I'm not trying to have a go at the mod or the rates, but it really is awful, as we saw. I mean, yeah, I did it quite scientifically. I'd sooner out of the, and it's something that a lot of time doesn't actually change. It really is quite a strange thing. Ooh. Right, yeah, I did fill it into after last time, so right, I am going to go straight into a time lapse because there's an awful lot to do now. Yeah, I think actually it's almost everything. Only there's only one section on that last one that we did actually plough that one. Yeah, we can see, but I don't need to do everything. I suppose that's the. Oh, I must have tabbed then. I apologise. Yeah, I did. I don't like doing that. Right, so then I'm going to, yeah, we can see what we've got to do. We haven't got to do everything. That is the good news. We're just going to, and I love the speed of this. That I do truthfully, thoroughly enjoy. I'm going to enjoy using this intro. I might actually, though, yeah, I would like to try the competition. Yeah, the case. I'm a massive fan of case stuff. I really am. It's my favourite tractor's a case, the very one that the Magnum. But yeah, I would like to try the crop protection. I would like to try, even though the Trident is a lot more expensive, yeah, the fact that this has got that two-fold system as well means that that's got a dry system too. I'd like to, yeah, I would like to do that, definitely, and give that a chance too. But the time has come to actually get this job done, so I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to go from burst from field to field until we've sorted this. Oh yeah, I'm going to time lapse it, and I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, one more field to do. That's not as good as I'd like it, but it's difficult. Is the massive one is a big one. It's just typical that was one of them. But yeah, we've just got field 16 across the road, and then we are actually done. So I thought I did do it. Yeah, it's all on camera. I did every single one. I didn't forget anything at all, which was why it's a bit gutting. That again, this is I think why Miss Silly P. I know myself. Weeds are very temperamental, and they have. Since one of the latest updates, I did say on one of the episodes that this is like having base game weeds like in FS19 because the weeds were prolific. And again, so since that, things are still not quite right. Yeah, it's weird. They've at different stages of the game, weeding has been quite good. Now it's almost gone back to, as I said, how it was before, where you literally, the weeds are everywhere. I mean, these are not quite everywhere. They've almost got it back, but it's not right, obviously, because we weeded, and it's that variable is obviously not set right. It's, well, no, either that or Giants have changed something, and that's not the first time that Giants have done that, so it is possible that it is that. You might not be able to spray in advance, even though obviously it does say that. The thing is, we all know the gaming convention is that you can't see the tiny weeds, but we also know that the day isn't really a day, it really is a month. So if you came back to a field in a week, which is what you're doing if you're coming back the next day, which is probably in an hour or an hour and a half, I think, or an hour and a quarter, I said it was, I worked it out, if you split it into 30 odd days as an average, as a rule of thumb, then that's pretty much it. So if you divide that, I think it's about an hour and a quarter is a day, basically. So if you come back in an hour's time, a day's gone. Trust me, weeds do start to grow. And if you come back 2 or 3 days later, you really are going to see the weeds. So it is realistic, but obviously the game can't really show that. Well, I mean, I suppose it could, but it is difficult for Giants. I mean, we all talk about realism, but let's be honest, nobody expects Giants to go to that extreme. This is a very complicated game, and I think most of us acknowledge that fact, which is why I don't think even the most hardcore realist would actually think, oh, Giant. I'm the first to talk about where Giants allows you to put the header onto a normal trailer where there's a bit of a lift, it'll let you do it, and I like that. That's Giants acknowledging the fact that it's an imperfect game, it's not exactly right. Don't expect it to be exactly right. That's why a lot of the modders who really are more purists than Giants, really, let's be honest, they often add these fantastic mods on all platforms, but obviously on PC there's a little bit more, an awful lot more freedom to actually do the script-based mods, which only Giants could do in the base game. So yeah, I mean, again, Courseplay could be, if the in-game workers can be done in-game, then Courseplay could be adopted by Giants in-game and made as part of the game, and that way all this all the way through the entire game's history, it's been about, oh, Sony and Microsoft won't accept. Well, yeah, well then do it yourself. Someone else has done it, so I'm quite sure Giants are very good at reading code. I don't mean they can copy, but they could certainly learn from the Courseplay team on how they do it and actually do that a little bit better. It's, let's be honest, it's been there since day one. All the iterations of Farming Simulator. If you'd expect Giants to learn just one trick per iteration of FS, then it's not that much to expect that they would get that right. FS22, there was great promise in the beginning. The AI, I remember it being showed, and it's as good and as finicky as it was on the day of release. In truth, yeah, and in some ways I think it went away from how good it was in the beginning as it got patched, and it just really does detract from. What is this? Does this? No, if it weren't, no, I think it's not fuel either. I think it's got to be silage additive. Well, it's probably the last ride of that lovely piece of equipment. It is. On the whole, I'm very pleased with it. I really am. Just not very pleased with the alignment section. That to me is. I think that is a third party, so I'm not going to have a go at the. Yeah, let's just have a quick look at that on screen. I did see it just whiz off. Yeah, the corners are obviously they are not important. That's the one that I'm the least pleased with. I'm not surprised a little bit, but they weren't terrible. and they weren't awfully big, thick weeds, but they might well be by the time they're grown because they've not been taken. But yeah, it would take a while to actually do this. It's I've always said that. So I don't think this is going to make quite a session, not with the time lapse. So I think what we're going to do is we've fed the animals. I think we're going to go through till tomorrow and literally do the bunker silo, feed the animals and do the bunker. No, we're not going to feed the animals. I'm going to do the bunker silo and take that and stick that in, and then the next session what I'm going to do is what I said. I'm going to whiz through. Trying to think, we did it in. It was April. April we did the cut as well. So it's going to be May, June, July. July is the month where we've got to come off and do another grass session. So we can zip till July and just do a bit of a session like I did on Riverside, where we do a few months of the animals, and I'll time lapse it. So because obviously it's not just about feeding the animals. It's just that you can't not feed the animals, because obviously they'll, in real life they die, and even in this they do take a hit. I don't want that at all. I want my animal husbandry to be spot on. But obviously the other thing is our cash is going to go up on a daily basis, especially with this monster amount of silage. We might have to do when we look at the time saving stock check, it probably, because the digestate that we've got on hand is an enormous amount, really. Where are we? There's a lot of products. Digestate, 587 tons, which is at its best worth 774,000. So again, that is going to reflect in our final tally if that does not get converted into fertilizer. It is definitely going to sort of do that. It's a little bit of clothes, max value, what is the value now? Wow. Yeah, but it doesn't pop. It has to be the full. It's the 5 tonners, so it won't pop till tomorrow morning. I think that's right. Actually, that's probably about right. Although, we've got to put the thing in at the top, but there's not enough for us to do that. So let's sleep through till. I didn't sleep through, did I? I know what I'm like. I know only too well what I'm like. The quick bell, I remember. No, we haven't. So we're going to sleep through till June, and 8 o'clock is right. Mind you can't really always go on the fact that a certain thing is still there, because it can be sometimes. It can be there next play session. So I have had that quite a few times where one of the things will go on till the next. Never usually the. Oh, great demand at Slurry Yard. Talking of that. Now that didn't go up very much, did it? Oh, that is because, if I remember rightly, we won't have. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at our productions. Well, no, we're only here for the one thing, aren't we, really? Yeah, that is true. We can do this. That's the main reason we're here, is to get through to this being ready to rock and roll. And it will be in about an hour or 2 hours. I think it's an hour and a half, if I remember right, about 9:30. It doesn't go up very much. It goes up at 4% or something, and that's all we need. So, 9 actually. 1 hour for 4%. Right, open silent. This is what we're going to do. The animals will wait, but there is a lot of, there's all the other running around to do that is obviously important when you look at the animals. There's going to be quite a bit of story. I know I left it on purpose. So again, there's 87 tons of milk and 110 tons of slurry. So I think we left that for the 2 days, and I think I did that on purpose. I know I did do it. So have I run through 2 days? Maybe. I might have done. No, I haven't, because the animals were 31 tons of eggs, right? Okay. Well, no, 31,000 eggs, not 31 tons. 31,000. The tin straw is still in the green. That's quite amazing. So we've got all of that to do. Productions. Let's have a quick look on camera now. The silage digestion. We know that's going to go because obviously, it's nearly out though. It now's nearly done it. The BGA silage is going through. 102 tons in there. Electric charge. I'm surprised that our money didn't go up much more than that, to be honest, with that, because that's quite a hefty amount, really. These have still got hot, probably topped up once before we finish. Silage, 90 tons of digest, and no manure. Although, no, we have got the just digestate. So, truthfully, that should be zipping into that. It probably has, actually. And that also is going to take 100 tons of the excess digestate as well. Sugar mill is distributing to... not that. Flour, yeah, we've got 19 tons left. We've got 10 tons of bread. We'll take the... obviously, everything that's on hand that is left. Now, I believe we saw some canola. Or was it some... I think it was sunflowers, actually, that we saw left. The milk, how much are we down to now? Oh, wow. So the milk, the excess milk in the Grain Quid Pro has now gone. The digestate is in this. What are we up to? Oh, now that's not showing, is it? Or was that shown in these times? I'm not sure. That's a lot of digestate. That is on distributing. So mineral feed, well, yeah, there's not a lot in there, is there? We've stopped doing... oh, there's 10 tons in there. We stopped doing that a long time ago. Now the oats are distributing. No one's calling for oats, so therefore 21 tons of... yeah, that is storing. So actually, I think we have got it. It was showing in here. 17 tons of hay. Yeah, digestate. Clothes. Now there is no clothes at the minute, and that's because we've not put any of the wool in from the sheep. So yeah, there's nothing we've forgotten, not really. I mean, yeah, the slurry and that we're going to do that this coming session. As for now, let's get this done. This is going to bring in quite a lot of additional income. So let's grab this and stick this in. We're going to another bit of a brief time lapse, and we will finish this off. Yeah, I just thought it rounds it off, and then all we've got left to do is, well, when I say all, as well as the monster harvest, of course. Yeah, let's not forget that little thing. Yeah, we have got the big harvest, but what I'm trying to say is, obviously, I'm trying to get the Let's Plays back under control, and I do feel a bit better already. I was feeling the pressure because there was a lot to do, but now, obviously, Horseshoe's gone. It's eased off a little bit. Now, where did I stick the... now I remember where I stuck it, actually. I stuck it near the BGA. No, that was the weights. It was, actually. I believe I'm right. It was the silo equipment, the compressing equipment that I left there, not the... I do hate this when I wander around aimlessly, like forgetting where I've put things. It must be terribly... it's over here. I do remember now, yeah. Because I put it down and then I picked it up again, and then, yeah, because I got the stones. I remember. I do. Although it's in a very slightly different place, just so as you know that I do remember things sometimes. Yeah, I do. It was the one to the right on. Right, so then, let's unfold that. And we're going to say my words. We're going to get this job done. So this is another big job done on Neverland. Then, as I said, it's the matter of feeding the animals, getting all the animal stuff done. But later on, we're going to start that, and we're going to go through until we get to, well, it's only 1 month actually. So yeah, it's it's like it's yeah. There's only one more month after this, so we're only going to be doing two, like literally today. And then we're going to go on to tomorrow, and then that's it really. Then it'll be like the grass, and then it is going to the end, to the harvest on with the animals. That's going to be the biggie, where we go literally from 1 to 1. Now that worked all right. There's no excess chaff this time, well, that's a nice place to be. Nearly. Yeah, anyway, no, we have got, it is still quite a few bits to do, so I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right. Yeah, I thought about this. Normally I would speed time up, but we haven't fed the animals, so we've come to that impasse. Next session we're going to do the impasse. We're going to do the animals before we crack on with this. Yeah, so we've been stopped by the natural process. Yeah, I thought I was struggling and stressing myself out. I thought, you know, you've got so many trailers. You're very fortunate. I mean, at the beginning of a Let's Play, sometimes in a situation like this, I've had to dig the trailer out because it's the only trailer you've got, or you've only got another one, or it's the best suited one. But we've got 3 or 4 of these, so I thought just abandon it until you can get to it, and then you can drag it off. We're nearly there. One more, and we should. Yeah, it's the belt system. Even it's weird. The belt system is causing issues. This new thing where giants allow things to sort of mix almost. Yeah, this has got chaff on. It shouldn't suck the silage to it, but it keeps on drawing the header to it because of this new thing that they've picked on. Doing it so that you can well, I mean, yeah, it also causes a massive loss of stuff into trailers. I've lost no end of. I know it has limits. I don't think they allow it to take more than 3 or 4 tons, but it's still 3 or 4 tons. In the beginning of a Let's Play, that for a poor farmer, that can be bad. It really can. So I think this new thing is yeah, even though I know the old system was prone to people could abuse it, the bottom line is all systems are prone to people who are dishonest to break and go around systems. Honesty is honesty. It is, and putting in rules will only ever tie in knots an honest person. It won't ever tie in knots a dishonest person because they don't particularly care about this. It is true. I do concur. Yeah, we tie up all. We make it worse and worse. We put more and more rules in. The lawbreakers don't particularly care. If you're not watching, they'll still do whatever they've got to do. Thievery and all that type of stuff goes on in a massive scale, and it's that personal honesty and dishonesty that is what is ruining the world. Because yeah, the world isn't a nice place because the people in it aren't nice. As a rule of thumb, that doesn't mean to say that everybody is like that. But unfortunately, statistics and the world we live in, I know myself, on quite a few number of occasions in my life, I've had things stolen that were sometimes through my own silliness. But you shouldn't really, when you say that, you should be allowed to leave your stuff outside the front of your house without someone thinking, oh, that person's forgot about that ladder, let's go and take it. Yeah, it's awful. It really is awful, and it's a horrible feeling when you have it done to you, but it is what it is. Anyway, yes, that's enough from me. But it is true though. It is a bugbear of a lot of people, and the world we live in really upsets a lot of people. Yeah, your sensibilities, because you know it's a horrible world, and there's a lot of horrible people out there. Even some people who pretend that they are not horrible are horrible. So, yeah, finding true friends and people you can rely on and trust is not at its best at present. But there are still some. Yeah, I'm not again. Not everybody is horrible. I'm going to say that, but finding good, genuine people is quite difficult to do. Yeah, it is. Even though some people appear and say that they are, that doesn't necessarily mean that they actually are. You'll find that one out for yourselves. Anyway, yeah, enough preaching. This is where we... And the other thing is, I can't remember, we might have earned 500,000. That's still a lot of money. It's, I think I'm expecting to see 1 million a day or something silly, and that's not going to happen. Although, obviously, we have got a lot of silage going in at the minute, so... But we're not doing all of our digestate and fertiliser business. It's not balanced at the minute, so it's not going to earn mega amounts. But again, I think I'm expecting too much. I think I'm expecting to see millions a day or something silly. But yeah. All that remains to be said for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on what's left of this absolutely fantastic map. I'm thoroughly enjoying my time here. I cannot wait to see what we finish at. It really is spurring me on to see, come on. Yeah, this is only stopping this really now. How much have we got left in? Yeah, we're under half. We had 900, so we've taken 500,000 litres and we've stuck that in the BGA. And there is, obviously, that is what is in there, because that's why we can't put any more in there. So, yeah, next session we'll feed the animals first and straw them. and do the slurry and all that type of stuff, put that all, and then literally we'll grab the rest of this out, and then we should go on to July morning, and then we will do the grass. Yeah, we might even get that all done in one session, not the bales themselves though, but we might get the grass cut in, because what I could do, a sensible person, in fact I suppose, bearing that in mind, no, because we're down here first. Yeah, we're not going to be sleeping and then going to July morning yet. We've got a lot of work to do in June. Yeah, we have. We've got this and the animals to feed, so there won't be a... Did we check the sales? We didn't. Well, not. We've got Colossuses. We really don't. That is would make a very good. Is this the one that I've got on? It is. This is the one that I've got on Court Farm, the one that we bought. It is. We've got one of those in one of the cases, I think. Yeah. Anyway, yes, I was about to say goodbye, wasn't I? Yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye for now.